I really want to like step it up just to like dress for success. So makeup is kind of like a symbol of that. I cleaned up my room a little bit because it was kind of messy. While I live out my beauty blend, while I live out my beauty, I can't talk. While I try and live out my YouTube beauty guru fantasy, I'm also going to be talking about some of my mindset blocks that I've been having with starting my own business, such as having like imposter syndrome. We're going to talk about that while we do this. So first things first is my primer. I actually already use this, and just a little disclaimer, I might as well be like a 14-year-old just trying makeup for the first time. I am not a makeup expert, and I probably will do a lot of this stuff wrong in terms of technique, but that's where you guys come in. Do a little boop, boop. I don't really mess with foundation just because I like to have like a very natural look to my makeup. The first thing I was gonna talk about with you guys was, with starting my own business, I have experienced a lot of imposter syndrome. And this is actually something that I always knew the term, but I never really thought about what it was, and especially didn't think about if it applied to me or not. I realized that I am totally in this category of imposter syndrome. Okay, so basically imposter syndrome is when you have a core belief about yourself that you are somehow inadequate or a failure or a fraud, even and especially despite actually having success and accomplishments in your life. So let's all just take a minute. If anyone resonates with that, let me know. So one of the things I'm adding to my makeup routine that I've never done before is bronzer. I honestly don't even, oh wait, no, I need to do concealer first. I don't think I actually got the concealer, what the fuck? Okay, so I'm actually kind of bummed. I got concealer at the store, but definitely not here. So the next thing I'm gonna try and do is bronzer, since I'm not doing concealer. Oh Lord, I have never done this. She told me to start with the top and then just like pull it into my hairline. So that's what I'm gonna do. I really don't know if this is right, but I'm going for it. I'm looking at a picture off camera. Can you tell? Okay, I don't want to look crazy. Okay, let's hope that that is good enough. And next is blush. Getting those rosy cheeks. Other ways that you can identify if you have imposter syndrome that I identified was not able to take compliments, not able to accurately see like your own achievement, which was huge for me. I feel like someone could have told me, you know, oh Brenna, like the Queen of England wants to acknowledge your work, and in my mind, my first initial thought would be, there must be some mistake, you know, I'm not that great, or I couldn't have done it without someone else's help. Especially successful people are really goal-driven people who really minimize their own accomplishments and almost can't internalize their success. That's me. The thing is that it's completely normal and it happens to a lot of people, but where you find an issue is that it actually becomes a belief that holds you back from reaping the benefits of the accomplishments that you have, and just kind of isn't based in reality, you know? Okay, so next I'm doing the eyebrows. I got this Anastasia brow definer, but I just kind of lightly fill my eyebrows in. So funny story, when I was in college, that was back when box brows were really popular, where you would fill them in and like actually draw like the square around the base of your eyebrow, like where they come in together. And I remember getting tons of compliments on my eyebrows in college, thinking that they were just the best eyebrows on earth. Looking back now, I am mortified. They were so boxy and so dark. I would fill them in so dark. It was awful. Mission accomplished. Brows are done. The next thing that I am going to do are my eyes. I tend to use these orangey gold kind of colors. So I usually do like a brown kind of on the outside, and then I go in on the actual lid with this kind of gold color. I really like it. It's very shiny, but not too overbearing. And then another thing that I do, I take the lightest shimmery color and I put it like right in the middle of my eye, I guess is like a highlight on my eyeball. I don't know where I ever saw that. I could have totally made that up, but I doubt that. I'm sure I saw it somewhere and thought it looked good. But I almost do like eyeliner with white on my eye just to give it like that little extra, if you can tell the difference, but Probably not. You're probably like too far away. And then in the corners too. Yeah. Another thing I kind of want to try that I never usually do, but I want to see how it looks, is contouring on my nose. I don't ever do this, but I used to hate my nose because I would get made fun of in school because it was basically this size since I was like 5 years old. And so I got called big nose a lot in school. And I guess technically it still is big, but I used to be super, super self-conscious about it, like really bad. And now that I'm older, I've learned to love it, and I feel like it looks very unique. So right now I'm putting highlighter under my eyebrows. Whatever. The next thing that I always do is I line the bottom of my eye with white. So back to imposter syndrome. A lot of us have insecurities that we let hold us back because they're just that, they're insecurities. So the first thing I would do is talk to someone about, hey, like, I think I might have imposter syndrome. Can I bend your ear about it for a little bit? I feel like once you do that, the second step is to try and separate what is imposter syndrome from reality. For example, one of the things I had a lot of imposter syndrome around was that because I traveled, I never climbed the corporate ladder, and therefore now I'm underqualified to basically do anything. I felt like an imposter. I felt like traveling didn't equate to me gaining anything. I don't know, I played down all of the success that comes with successfully traveling. Living abroad and figuring everything out has its own merit to it. But in my mind, I just couldn't accept that. And I always felt like someday someone was gonna find out that I did that instead of doing what I was supposed to do, which was, I don't know, climbing the corporate ladder. Like, it sounds so funny to say, but that's exactly how I felt. Once I started telling people that that was what I was afraid of, I quickly learned that that was not the impression that other people had of my situation. Just basically showing me other perspectives of me. And what that helped me to do was realize the view that I had of myself was a little skewed, to be quite honest. A lot of self-doubt came from that skewed image that I had of my own life and of my own accomplishments. And that is what imposter syndrome does. It makes you second guess and have a lot of doubt over all of the things that you have done in your life. And when you have that doubt, you then don't take those accomplishments and turn them into confidence, which is what a lot of people do when they accomplish something, because that is something that builds confidence. It's hard to do that when the accomplishments are actually what are bringing a lot of stress in your life, because you can't see them as accomplishments, you see them as flukes and luck and something that someone could point out and make you feel like a fraud. And that is the insidious nature of having imposter syndrome. Next, I bought a new lipstick. Ooh, Anastasia lipstick. Okay, putting lipstick on now. Whoa, that's a different color. Oh my gosh. A bit of a darker pink than I normally wear. I'm not super sold on it yet, but maybe that's just because I don't usually see myself wearing it. On the other hand, I'm actually living for it right now. And then the last thing that I am going to put on, if I can open it, is a lip gloss. I'm just gonna put a little bit of this. Okay, this is the final look. Let me take my hair down. I'm not gonna lie, guys, I kind of love it. I feel so happy about this little glow up moment right now. And pretty soon I'll be adding clothes, so it'll be a complete look. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.